All right. Hello, everybody. I'm pretty sure we're live. Let me just double check everything's working. And you can all hear and see me. Looks like it. Hope everybody's doing well on this fine Wednesday. I'll just do my posting, let everybody know we're live. Post. I posted on Twitter. I'll just drop it in Discord. And we should be good to go. Before we kick on with our guest today, I just thought it might be a good idea to run through Pith's beautiful brand new website, which we launched not that long ago. I might do a quick run through for those who haven't seen it because it's very sexy and very functional, and I like it a lot. And I think people ought to know what's going on over there. So I'll do a quick run through all that because I reckon it's great. And then we'll jump into our chat with the lads from Mass.Money. It's going to be a quick chat this Wednesday. We'll go for about 30 minutes today as opposed to our normal hour-long episode, but it's not going to stop it from being filled with great information and some good vibes. So don't go anywhere. We'll be chatting to the lads at Mass.Money who are doing really interesting stuff with RWAs and perps with a fantastic mobile-first experience that I am very impressed with. So that's who we'll be chatting to today. And all right, I've posted. I've done my duties. Let's get into it. All right, so brand new Pith website. I'll give you guys a little bit of a walkthrough because I think it's beautiful and you all deserve to take a look. So let's add this to the stage. Here we go. God damn, look at that. All right, so brand new Pith website, which we launched not all that long ago. Very different looking to our previous website, a much lighter theme, much cleaner, and a lot easier to navigate, in my opinion. So we'll start from the top. Pith, the global price layer. Peerless, the price of everything everywhere. Pure market data sourced directly from the best institutions and traders in the world. There's been some nice little bit of controversy on the timeline over the last couple of days about what premium market data is versus what first-party market data is. And first-party market data is what we have got in spades, so coming directly from financial institutions and traders who are setting those prices, which nobody else in the space has. We've got it in spades. I'll just jump in. So we get it because we have all of these beautiful publishers on board publishing prices to PithNet, Cboe, Flow Traders, LMAX, Revolut, Two Sigma, Wintermute, and some very, very sexy, heavy-hitting TradFi tier one banks potentially coming on board. Not potentially, but coming on board sometime in the near future, which is also very exciting. So all of these publishers we've got working with us, 120 plus, and there's a whole lot more there that you can explore and go through all of those traders. We've got Binance and Jane Street, a whole lot more there that are not shown, but all equally as heavy hitting and as important. So you can check that out. You can learn to become a publisher, learn how to become a publisher. If somebody from Goldman and Sachs happens to be listening, feel free to jump on the Pith.network website and click that Become a Publisher button, and we'll get you onboarded straight away. So all of these publishers publish their price feeds to PithNet, and PithNet feeds that out to the wider Web3 ecosystem. And you've got our live prices here and a nice little spread and carousel here of our beautiful price feeds. But when you go into the Insights Hub, this takes the same place when you click Explore. The Insights Hub is where all of the data is and where all of the action happens. So you can see all of our active price feeds here that our publishers are publishing to PithNet. If you click on that, it'll just take you down, and you can sort through all of those price feeds here. Clicking on any one of these will take you to the price feed page. But before we do that, we can just sort through some of these assets and see what kind of symbols Pith is publishing at the moment. So we've got rates, metals, gold and silver at the moment, FX, all sorts of different FX currencies, the Australian dollar right at the top. Yes, Pacific peso down only. We've got, we have equities and a whole bunch of other things. Rudy, I see you there in the lobby. I'll power through this quickly, and we'll get Rudy up on stage to talk Mastodon Money, because I know he's got limited time, and we can finish going through the rest of this stuff afterwards. Let me remove that. Rudy, I'll bring you up on stage. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well. And you, Chop?
Yes, I can hear you. How you doing, man? Thank you very much for joining us on Beyond the Price.
Yeah. Thanks to you for the invitation.
My pleasure, man. I know you've got limited time, so we'll make this short and sharp and try and get through as much as we can as quickly as possible, but sort of make it valuable for all of our listeners. Can you kick us off quickly just by telling us a little bit about what Mass.Money does, where you've come from, and where you're heading?
Yeah, of course. I will also try to share my screen once again.
Yeah, please. That'd be great.
So I can also show where we use this.
That would be fantastic. Yeah, for those of you saying dark room, it's because the light bulb I'm using is a terrible frequency, and as soon as I turn it on, it strobes like mad. So you'll all be, if any of them has, oh, I can't hear you, Rudy. Nothing, can't hear anything. Yeah, Jitalik, I actually want to get a one of those Pith neon lights that Pepito has in his. No, I still can't hear anything, Rudy. Hold on. I wonder if that's me or the. Rudy back on stage.
We should be good now.
Yes, there we go. Beautiful.
Perfect. So Mass is an all-in-one crypto mobile application. On Mass, you can trade. It's available on iOS and Android. You can trade perps powered by Hyperliquid. You can trade tokenized stocks, US stocks, and ETF. You can spot trade. You can also on-ramp, off-ramp, lend and borrow money. We are available on 4 networks for now: Polygon, Base, Arbitrum One, and Optimism, and many more networks coming next quarter, of course, like Solana, Ethereum Mainnet, BNB Chain. And yeah, so we are the only crypto mobile application offering all these features in one interface. And we have like let's say, we are one of the most growing consumer-facing apps in this space, and yeah, we are using PIS to offer you a better trading experience.
That you touched on something there quickly. You're going through the app, doing my research for this episode because I'm a very thorough and well-researched person. It seems like you guys have a big focus on offering a mobile-first experience. Can you sort of explain why that is and what the decision was behind that? I've just pulled up the your screen there so everybody can see the Mass.Money app now.
So we first, Dgens want to trade from everywhere. We started to build Mass 1.5 years ago. We was the only one talking about DeFi but mobile. So yeah, 3 reasons. First, the first one, Dgens want to trade from everywhere. The second one, democratization. Big consumer-facing apps always started on mobile. Revolut, Wise, Tinder, Uber. And there is also less competition on mobile and a bigger market.
Makes sense. Yep.
And like most people, you can see that this thesis is very true, in fact, because most people were trading meme coins on mobile last December.
Yep. I think what have you got?
So that's why we decided to be and to focus on mobile and to be mobile only.
I guess you've kind of got a much larger addressable market with a mobile first experience. Is it available on desktop as well, or is it only mobile at this stage?
It's not available yet on desktop. I want to add a few additional features first before starting the development of the web app.
Okay. What kind of features would you like to have before you do a proper desktop web app?
The earn account with Fluid, Compound, Morpho, and I also want to add more features for US citizens. So this quarter will be focused on offering stocks to US citizens, offering US virtual bank account, USD virtual bank account, and the option to swap and wire anyone, swap crypto and wire anyone in the US. So yeah, and so also I want to deploy on Solana before starting the development of the web app.
Amazing. Has it been tough because at the moment you're primarily EVM? Has it been hard to sort of bridge the gap between EVM and SVM? I imagine that's a pretty big undertaking.
So it's not complicated today. I think it was much more difficult a couple of years ago, but now the infrastructure is ready. The thing is, Solana is a must because this is the only place. I mean, if you're building a consumer-facing application, you must be on Solana because most retail traders are on Solana and only have funds on Solana today. OGs, regarding OGs or DeFi 2021 DeFi users, it's a bit different because they still have funds on the EVM, but recent and new users with fresh funds are on Solana.
Cool.
But no, it's not difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Did I hear you correctly to say you're using Hyperliquid as well? You're plugged into the Hyperliquid backend. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So you can open a position with up to 30x leverage. Just this way, I'm logging the CRV market. And here it is. So every time you trade on Mass, you can farm a token.
Okay, I was going to ask about that. Can you explain
Yeah.
this to a little bit about what that is and how that works?
So yeah, so every time you trade on mass, you can earn some mass tokens. We don't have any plan yet, so I don't make any promise. Hopefully, we'll make we will TG, and I hope that you will get all our users will get a lot of will earn a lot of money with that. But for now, we don't have any plans. So you can earn mass by referring people by using the application. Every time you pay $1 of fees, you will get 2 mass. There are also some quests, the onboarding quest and a weekly quest, and there are also social mass that you can earn by liking or reposting or publications on X.
Yeah, cool. So just to be clear, this is a points program rather than a token-based program because you guys have not TGE'd
So
yet, right?
it's not it's a points program, but you will get exactly the amount you can see here.
Right.
You can
Okay.
see there. Okay. So
Gotcha.
you know how many mass token you will earn once you will TG. When it's a points program, you don't really know. You just have points, and you don't really know what you will earn at the end of the day. Regarding the mass airdrop, you always know what you will get.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Now, RWAs are a really big part of what you guys want to do as well, right? Make up a big part of your product offering and your competitive edge, if I'm not mistaken. Can you dive into a bit of that and how you see RWAs playing out coming on chain and what Pyth has been doing in order to help you guys enable that?
Yeah, so from we were the first one to offer a great mobile experience to buy and to trade tokenized stocks. We launched it in March 2025, so 5 months ago. And we've seen, of course, many people trading them. Most of our revenues were coming from stocks from March to the end of June, and then the bull market came back, and people are now focused on perps.
Right. So, sorry, I'm going to stop you there. So, during the lull in the first half of the year, the majority of the trading and the revenue for Mass.Money was coming from RWAs.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
Until the end of June.
Yeah, right. And then perps and everything has picked back up, obviously, because the market's being a bit more interesting over the past month.
Volatility came back, and people just switched from stocks to crypto perps.
That's fascinating. Do you know? Do you have like a rough breakdown of what the percentages are? You don't have to go into numbers deeply, but I'd love to know sort of how big that shift has been.
Right now, 95% of our revenues come from perps.
Wow, that's a huge shift.
Yeah, huge shift. Yeah,
incredible. That was really cool.
So we still, really cool. I mean, we don't see much traders right now on stocks. We can see a few, let's say, monthly investors. So they come back at the end of at the beginning or at the end of each month, and they buy stocks. But we cannot see people trading, actively trading stocks on mass today. So that's a behavior that just disappeared with if we can say that, but it's a return of volatility, of crypto volatility.
When you're thinking about sort of market segments of people to target, do you have DeFi users or sort of crypto people in mind, or are you sort of thinking a bit more outside of the Web3 space and just trying to target a much broader sort of Robinhood like market, or is that sort of a bit further into the future?
I don't think the crypto mobile applications are ready for Robinhood-like audience. Okay,
Mhm.
so we are not targeting centralized exchange or Robinhood users yet. We still need to get rid of networks first, because I think they will be completely lost if they see a USDC balance on 4 or 5 chains, Plus,
Yeah.
the beauty of crypto is that, and this is very specific to this market, is that you can break even with 1,000, 2,000 users. It's a niche market. I mean, the current DeFi crypto market, it's a niche market with 40, 50K daily active users.
Mhm.
And with only 500 users, 1,000 users, you can break even and you can even make some profit, So we are focused right now on acquiring as much current crypto users as possible,
Okay.
because those are power users. They bring a lot of money, they bring a lot of volume, and before scaling and targeting the Robinhood audience, we need better product and much more money.
Much more money.
Okay.
What would you say what does a better product look like to you? Like, what's ultimately what would you like Mass.Money to look like before you can say you're
Better.
playing in the same field as
Yeah.
Robinhood?
So better on ramping or ramping avenues. So much more on ramping or ramping avenues. So I want everyone to be able to on ramp or off ramp.
Mhm.
And abstracting networks. So that's something we need to
Yeah, so
let's do.
to combat the problem you mentioned before of having USDC on 5 different networks in the
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What does Mass.Money have on the horizon for the rest of the year? You mentioned already adding a whole suite of new chains, potentially a TGE, potentially not.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah, but what else are you guys looking forward to for the rest of the year?
I'm not really focused on the token right now. I'm really focused on the product. I want to make sure that we build a strong community, and that value of a token just is based on its community.
Yeah,
That's the strength of a token.
Yeah.
Regarding the roadmap, so we have USD virtual accounts coming, a special partnership with MoonPay to offer much more on-ramp and off-ramp avenues and to support much more regions. The Earn account, the Mass virtual debit card, so we'll be able to pay
cool.
at any store that accepts Visa or MasterCard.
Mhm.
We have also Solana launch and Ethereum mainnet and BNB chain launch. So yeah, that's
cool. Exciting. How difficult is it to get the card happening? I imagine there's a handful of crypto products that are doing it, and a whole lot more that have it in the pipeline, and nobody really seems to have gotten a massive amount of adoption with it. I imagine and I have no idea, but I imagine there's quite a bit of background work that has to go on with financial institutions and the card issuers like Visa or MasterCard or whoever it may be to get that happening. Can you give us a little bit of insight into that?
Yeah. So we'll work with Kolipa. So on Mass, everything you can see is powered by third parties. We are just a mobile application gathering every services, financial, decentralized financial services and products. So we are 7 people working on Mass, but actually we are like 100 people if we count, or 200 people if we count every team working on those different projects, And Kolipa is a partner for the car. They take care of like all the compliance things, and legal and licenses. So we just need to plug Kolipa to Mass, and we are ready to go.
Beautiful. I love that. I love that strategy. That's cool. And you mentioned community in there. Do you have a what is the Mass.money community like at the moment? You guys have a I'd love to know
Right
how you
now,
guys are thinking about community building and
yeah.
what the Mass.money community is like at the moment.
So at the moment, we have like 1,500 active users every month.
Mhm.
Which is great. And yeah, I think like by the end of the year, we will have 5,000, 7,000 monthly active users, which will be amazing. Because again, in this space, I do think that we don't have more than 50K on-chain monthly active users. So yeah,
That makes sense. I've actually said this to multiple people, but it feels like in community, in particular, we are often. I can remove that from the stream now if you're done too, Rudy. If you don't want to reveal anything from your phone.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like we're all competing for the same pool of roughly 30 to 40,000 community members who are willing and ready to put their time into different applications and do work for them or to support them.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure that there a lot of. I mean, I'm not sure we acquired a lot of new users from 2021 to 2025. Unfortunately, but yeah, hopefully, like by with this new legal framework, hopefully we will see many more people joining this space in the coming weeks.
Hopefully, and obviously market conditions have a lot to do with that as well. How are you guys
Yeah, of
seeing
course.
the market at the moment, leading into the end of the year? We're looking cautiously optimistic, but I'm curious to know what you guys
it's
feel
very
about it.
difficult. It's very difficult and complex to predict anything with Trump, to be honest.
Yeah.
Some market is pretty weird. I don't believe in the 4-year cycle thesis anymore.
Okay.
And
why is that?
It's also hard to be. I mean, altcoins. You can see. I mean, there is no life there. Altcoins anymore.
Is that why you don't believe in it, or you have just like a general thesis around it, or you just don't see?
I think retail
like that way.
retail investors lost money like in 2018, in 2022, and it's still too young for them to come back in this space. It's not you're not early anymore when you buy cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
Most people on Earth heard about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, altcoins, and most people on Earth just heard bad things about cryptocurrencies, to be honest. So yeah, I don't believe that people still see cryptocurrencies like new big thing from the future. I think it will take a bit of much more time for people to realize that cryptocurrencies isn't only about a scam and robbing people, but it's all about financial freedom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess apps like Mass.money that are abstracting away the need for people to do chain-based stuff is very important in that process too, right?
Exactly, and we are protecting people with on Mass, because this is the next version of Mass coming this week. I'm just teasing. There are still a few bugs, okay?
But this is some alpha for the viewers.
Yeah, exactly. You can see the USD virtual accounts just there for US citizens.
What does this mean in practice?
So
Rudy, what is a virtual account?
Yeah, you just have to send USD to this account. Okay, so you go on Revolut, you go on your any bank application, you send USD to this bank account, and you receive USDC en masse. This is a bug now.
Right. Okay.
This is how it works.
How long does that take? Like, is that the processing time in order for that to happen?
It depends. If you wire, it will take 10 minutes. If you
Okay.
ACH, it will take a bit more time,
Okay.
like 1
really
day or
cool.
2 days.
Yeah, and that's only available in the US at the moment.
At the moment, no, but by the end of this week, this new version will be live on the stores, and US citizens will be able to generate a USD virtual account.
That's really cool. I've never seen that before. That's really cool. Are you aware of anybody else doing something like that?
Bridge is doing that,
Okay,
and
that's really cool.
also Unblock. Right now, we have Unblock on the current version of the mass application. We have Unblock. They don't provide, so we'll switch from Unblock to MoonPay. Because Unblock does not support the US yet, and we must support them. But on Mass right now, you can already generate a Euro virtual bank account.
Europe, so you can do that for you. If you're a European, you can already do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right.
By crypto.
See, because this is that particular feature is already a huge quality of life update for users in comparison to what we had even 2 or 3 years ago. Like one of the biggest hurdles to onboarding people is getting their money into crypto, and that is just so easy. Doing it like that. It's really cool.
It became very easy.
Yeah. Any plans to add that to Australia, Rudy? Can we have that in in Australia? I don't know if that's possible.
We should have, if I don't say mistake, let me check, but we should have AUD payout coming in Q4.
Okay.
Q3.
Cool.
So currencies. Australia, we should have in Q4. So by the end of September, we should support ARS, or no, it's AUD payout.
Does that include having a virtual bank account?
No, not yet, unfortunately.
No, not yet. Okay.
I don't think this solution exists in Australia.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. That's partly why I ask, because I've never seen something like that before.
So people living in the UK, based in the UK, Europe, and the US will be able to generate a virtual bank account. But for other people, that will be, you will still be able to generate a USD virtual bank account or Euro virtual bank account, but you won't be able to generate a AUD virtual bank account.
Does that? I don't know if that means. Does that mean I wonder if I could send money from my Australian bank account to one of to a virtual European bank account or a virtual American US bank account?
You can, but you must send them in USD or in Euro.
Okay, I got you. Understand. That makes sense. That's really cool. I really like that as a feature, Rudy. How much time do you have left, Rudy? I've got a bunch of questions I could get through, but I'm conscious of your time.
5 minutes.
Okay. So who are you building the app for primarily? Are you looking for generalized consumers, professional traders, anyone and everyone interested in getting into trading? What's your sort of focus
I think professional traders will always trade on desktop. This is a way for them. I remember when I joined cryptocurrencies in 2016, I was looking for a mobile solution, and I had to change my habits. So I was doing everything on my phone. By this time, it was in 2016 again. And I had to change my habits. I had to learn to use web application, okay? So when I first on-ramped, I just did it in a shop because I didn't want to use a physical shop in Paris.
Yeah.
because I didn't want to use a web application. And then, of course, I learned, and I was like a desktop users for big desktop users for a few years. And I know that many people joining are just looking for a mobile application trade. And so many people in the space still deeply involved, and some crypto power users are still looking for a one-stop crypto mobile shop. And so we are we are building for all people using trading cryptocurrencies every day, and that want to find a mobile solution. And then again, maybe next year we will try to acquire to get like centralized exchanges users and Robinhood users, but it will take more time and more effort.
Obviously. Yeah,
I mean, it's very easy to target, the crypto Twitter community. It's a small village. It's much more difficult, and they are all in one place on X. If you want to target centralized exchange Robinhood users, you must go on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Google Ads. It's much more difficult and much more expensive to acquire this centralized exchanges user base than the crypto Twitter village.
Yep. No, that makes sense. Rudy, I have a final question for you before you leave us, which is one that I ask all of our guests that come on Beyond the Price, which is, if you were joining crypto now, today, what is one piece of advice that you would give yourself, knowing all that you know now?
You don't think you can be rich overnight with cryptocurrencies. That will be, I lost most of my portfolio thinking that I could be rich overnight. It was in 2017. There's still a lot of money to be made. But be very careful. Don't run after quick, let's say quick and easy money. It doesn't pay.
Doesn't pay. Quick and easy money doesn't pay. Doesn't exist. All right.
Yeah.
Rudy, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. Sorry we had to cut it a bit short there, but thank you very much for jumping on and giving us a bit of a demo of Mass.Money and showing how Pyth powers it. I really appreciate your time, man. Thank you.
Thanks to you. Bye-bye.
My pleasure. Bye. All right, everybody. That was Rudy from Mass.Money. Like I said, short and sharp. Hopefully you got some good stuff out of that. I'll finish going through this brand new website now that we're here. So that was Mass.Money. Mass.Money are using a whole bunch of these price feeds on their app in order to power trading. They have a big focus on real world assets, which in this case is equities, metals, commodities, those kinds of things. And you can sort through those here and see what's going on. So we've got Brent, crude oil, spot, WTI for the commodities, and obviously crypto, all sorts of different things. You can use this to filter through all of them. We'll just go to all, and you can see all coming close to 1700 there. And these are getting updated every 400 milliseconds, which is incredible, on 101 different chains. So you can click on this to find out exactly which chains we're on, and it'll take you straight to the docs. And for those of you that don't know, the Pyth docs have built-in AI, which is very, very, very helpful and will help you out. If you want to ask anything about Pyth or anything in particular, about our price feeds or any of our other products, such as Entropy or Express Relay, this bad boy down here, the Ask a Pith button, will be your best friend. And if that doesn't help, jump into the Discord and ask the community. They'll help you out too. But if you're looking to explore some of these price feeds a bit more, let's find Bitcoin, because everybody knows Bitcoin. That's the wrong, that's ticker Bitcoin. That's not the one I want. I want BTC. Although I'm sure there's some ticker Bitcoin fans watching in stream. So if you click on any one of those price feeds, it'll bring up this page, which will be showing us the chart along with the confidence interval and the price range that asset is currently trading in. So you can see the top range, the bottom range, and then this confidence interval, which is an aggregate of all of the prices that have been published to PithNet, and is showing that mid-range right here. So the fluctuation right now is about, what's that? There's about $100 difference on the top and the bottom range, and you can see that here. And obviously you can zoom out and make that as large or as small as you like, and you can see there's a whole lot of historical data there that you can dive into as well by continuing to go through that. So you can see that. You can also view all of our publishers. So our wonderful publishers that are publishing all of this price data into PithNet and others are trading on, can see. So Nobi Labs here, I'll use Nobi Labs as our exemplar here, because just they're number one, and they're one of the very kind publishers who have doxed themselves. We're big fans of the publishers who dox themselves on us. So obviously there's a bunch of publishers who are doxed, and you can see here who are doing great things, and then some who are not so keen to tell us who they are just yet, but we encourage them to dox themselves. But obviously that's totally up to them, and there's multiple reasons why people may or may not want to do that in future. But we'll go with Nobi for now. So Nobi is permissioned for just over 1,800 price feeds. That's how many price feeds they are able to push to PithNet. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are pushing that many price feeds, but they are able to do that many. Nobi is permissioned and pushing 1,600 feeds with a 90% uptime, of 50% or better uptime over the last day, which is a very, very important part of the equation. Their OAS pool allocation is not yet full, so anybody who's still yet to stake their Pith in OAS, Nobi is a very good option given their pool allocation and also their score strength right here, which is just a component of their price feed and tells you their uptime, price deviation, so whether or not they're publishing an accurate price in order for people to trade on, and the staleness, so how frequently that price is updated, which is obviously extremely important as well, which gives us an average price feed score, which people can see there. So that's Nobi is a very healthy publisher. You can actually see the feeds that Nobi is publishing here too. So if you're interested in a particular publisher and wanting to stake your Pith in a particular publisher, perhaps you're only interested in supporting publishers that are doing crypto, or perhaps you're only interested in supporting publishers who are publishing equities or stocks, you can see what they are publishing just by clicking into their publisher name and going to the price feed section. So you can see all that there. And we've got our Insights Hub overview, which is showing our volume traded, the amount of publishers that we've got on board at the moment, which is a very healthy 125 and steadily increasing. The number of price feeds, active plus coming soon, we are very, very close to cracking that 2,000 mark, which is 20% of the way to our stated goal of having 10,000 or more price feeds on PithNet in the very near future. Very excited, and it's the mission, the price of everything everywhere. So the more price feeds we can get up, the better. I've got to actually update my loading bar tweet for this because it's I believe this may be getting bumped up soon. We'll see. So this is our brand new fancy Pith Network website. I don't think I've missed anything. Let me just go back and have a quick look. Oh, we've also I cannot forget to do our community section. That's very remiss of me. We have an events calendar, the forum, governance forum. You should all be familiar with the governance forum, and if you're not, shame on you. Governance is very, very important. Pith events, we have all of our beautiful Pith-based community stuff right here. So our different language telegrams, our Instagram, our YouTube channel where this is being streamed to. You can go check that out. Jump in the Discord, our GitHub. We can publish all sorts of different things. Our main global Telegram, our LinkedIn. You can check out our community-based June dashboards, which not only include community stuff, but also include a whole range of price feed-based things as well, which the incredible Bats has put together for us. We have the pithmet.me, which is a profile picture generating website, which people use to get into the Discord. And of course, we have our beloved Pythonians as well. We have a couple of different things in the works at the moment from within the community on people who are taking advantage of our community grants program to build out all sorts of different community features for both Pythonians and the community at large. We have some very exciting stuff in the works for our Pythonians holders, which we're very excited about. And soon we'll probably be merging some of these things with a couple of extra features as well. There's a bunch of things going on in the Discord at the moment that the community can get involved with and can take advantage of our community grants program, like doing some real life meetups, hosting some events, and all sorts of other things too. If you're a part of the community and wanting to take advantage of the community grants, and you have an idea that you think is going to enhance the Pith brand or enhance your brand, and then therefore enhance Pith, please jump in the Discord, check it out, put forward a proposal either in Discord, chatting to some people, or jump on the DAO forum and post in the community section if you have a really solid idea or a plan about what you would like to do and what you want to do for Pith. Please do. We love seeing new community members coming in and throwing around ideas and having some fun. We will try to lean into you guys as much as we possibly can. We really love our community and getting them as involved as possible. The sky's the limit for people who really want to get active and involved with this. We have a really great welcoming community that is very helpful and willing to help out and grow alongside you. So that's the brand new Pith website. This is our community hub. What else do we have in here? We've got the blog. Blog is fantastic. We love the blog. Get in on the newsletter too. We have a newsletter that everybody should be subscribing to. Our Substack, pith.substack.com. I'll pull that up as well. Our Substack is called The Epicenter, our bi-weekly newsletter covering Pith things, digital assets, and all sorts of other stuff. Over 2,000 subscribers. I personally read it every 2 weeks. I'm actually genuinely a big fan of this newsletter. It's really good. So you can check that out as well. The Epicenter, as well as obviously Beyond the Price, because we love our Beyond the Price chats as well. All right, short and sharp, everybody. We're easy one this week. Thank you again, Rudy from Mass.Money, for joining us. I appreciate it. Good to chat to some absolute chads, bringing real world assets on chain and making them tradable using Pith and bringing everybody the price of everything everywhere. This has been Beyond the Price. I'm Chop. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next week for another episode with another great guest and some run throughs. Thanks, everybody. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.